We are live.
We're live with Jillian and Bob. Cave, we're live now. You can find us. Sorry, guys. I had to text Mrs. Cave, our
my mom
biggest
forgot.
We are
We
back.
were trying to surprise her with Ashley. Ashley didn't tell her mom, and Mrs. Cave tunes in every week.
We bless our biggest fans with seeing her daughter on the airwaves, and she forgets about us.
So is she really the biggest fan?
We're still gonna,
I
you
know,
know,
man.
no other fan has
She
no
is.
other fan has made us pot roast and mashed potatoes.
Oh,
so
true.
you know,
And
the
Caesar
Caesar
dressing. Delia loves it.
I eat it too much.
oh my god. But okay, so Mrs. Cave's probably not gonna want to hear this topic, but so this is kind
Sprang brang.
of sprang. This is kind of the time for all of the students listening in La Penta. This is kind of the time where people start kind of thinking of their spring break plans, because, you know, especially if you want to go away, there's a lot that goes into it. You got to book the hotels, the flights really early so you can get those super saver deals.
Okay.
Very true.
What is everyone thinking for spring break?
Oh, so
Scotland.
Edinburgh. No, just kidding. So actually, Delia and
We
were,
kind of just brewed this idea up
talking last night, and she's like,
with Amanda.
"Listen, like the flights are really cheap to Ireland," and I was like, "Ireland."
So we're
Like,
really dabbling with the thought of Ireland. Brian, you were there. We might turn this joke into a reality.
That's a very unusual place because most people go tropical, but Europe is so lovely. That's a great place to
going
spring break.
across the pond.
We're
you
going
know?
across the pond to our ancestors.
Yeah, I'm Irish. Very actually.
Fiery.
There, she's there. Hey, we're not even doing it wrong.
I've always wanted to go to Ireland because Brian Connors does mean King of the Leprechauns.
Really?
You would.
It does in Irish folklore. The
Wait,
King of the
exact
Leprechauns.
like Brian.
Well, Brian Connors doesn't.
Wait, what, your dad?
Dad, yes, the pond. He goes, the pond.
Are they
Very
surprised?
Irish.
Are they surprised that you guys are on?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't think they're surprised.
I mean it was bound to happen. Brian Delia,
Yeah.
Ashley was bound to be a guest at some point.
We had to really pull her leg though because she thought she was like, I told Brian this, but you were like, yeah, like maybe I'll do it. We're like, Brian, like, look, Ashley, we have a list of people that want to be on this show.
Yeah, the pregame with Brian
She's
Delia
like, I don't know.
is very high in demand.
He said he's not surprised. Like, wow.
Oh. Well, we'll have to keep you on your toes with next week's guest. We'll try
yeah.
and surprise you with someone
Yeah.
super unknown.
Yeah.
We're bringing Josh.
Like bringing Josh. Like bringing your neighbor.
Oh, we bring in Grandma Betty.
Nana.
Nana Betty.
Nana.
Betty.
She like flies here for this. That'd be so.
Oh my god! So Ireland, that's nice.
Yeah, like
Right now.
don't tell anyone though. We just said it all.
The boys.
Just told Lepenta, but
The boys want to do Cancun, which like that's
Ooh.
fun.
Yeah,
But like I was excited of doing like a boys girls spring break.
Me
you know.
which I totally understand.
but you know, if it doesn't end up happening this year, then I really think next year,
Yeah. We
Just keeps pushing
know.
on.
the
senior
Scot-
year.
Excuse-
That's a lot.
Senior year,
coming up
Ashley
too.
has a lot. Ashley has so many goals and plans for senior year. It's like, just like why? Like why are you leaving it all to senior year?
because
Like,
you
what's your?
Gotta
can-
go out with a bang, you know.
Yeah. One, you
She's
got to
in
go
it.
out with a bang. Two, you can do much more because you're older. Winky, winka, winka, fish. And you know,
Oh my
oh my God, Ashley freaking
Ashley unplugged.
unplugged.
Ashley unplugged today.
I really don't know
This
how
is
to.
our new segment. Ashley
Where does it
unplugged.
go?
I couldn't tell you. No wait.
Oh, it goes into here.
Oh my God,
got it, Sid.
Ashley, we're gonna get kicked out of the booth.
Yeah. It's not Adult Swim on the booth anymore.
We cannot take you anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, well, Ashley,
We're just gonna
figures
wait.
this out. No, we can't.
No, I'm
It's
just
called
kidding.
dead air. It's
No,
called dead air. You
Just
can't-
give him dead air.
Guys,
We could honestly have dead air and still have the same amount of viewers.
guys,
Actually, it doesn't attach. You could just do that. We have to get our moderator.
Okay, we're getting our moderator.
Oh,
Here.
what's good? She's what?
This dummy.
This. She's trying to attach it to the microphone,
Thank you. This is
and your mom's watching him.
Brian Hutch. Say hi to all the pre-gamers.
Does it work?
Madam
It
President.
works?
Does
say
it
hi
work?
to
It
the
works!
pre-gamers.
Stop. And we're live. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, team.
It takes a village to put on the pregame. It takes a village
We have 2 producers.
to calling the shots, telling us our big numbers.
You know that fall cough just keeps coming.
Oh my God. Okay, Ashley. God, we can't take you anywhere. You're like a bull in a china shop.
You're like, this dummy.
Please.
This dumb. What were we even talking about? Oh, spring
break. So you tropical boys, girls.
Well,
Cancun, Ireland, 2 very similar things.
Well, I have to do tropical because I tried freshman year. We went
The Pocono.
we went
Yes.
winter, and that was just not my thing. I hate the cold unless I'm under a fuzzy blanket in my bedroom. But other than that,
Okay,
I hate the cold.
let's get some highlights from that trip. That was very iconic. You ended up in the hospital. We want the juice. This is Wendy Williams. Let's not just talk about skiing. And we know Beef rode the Black Diamond, but what did you do?
That trip was actually very good. So we got there. It was me, Beef, Whaley, Kubi, DK, Anderson. I'm trying to tell a story, and you guys are having side conversations.
Our fans.
That is not-
Our fans are texting in.
Shout out Jess Schmidt for being on and
Yeah,
Oh
Jess
my
just
God.
texted
not,
in.
she's
Phones-
not on air. She's just
Phones
listening.
away. Am I gonna have to confiscate
sorry,
phones in the
Mrs. Cave.
booth?
Mrs. Cave wants, to be in. She wants to be with us.
You know, you should really have my mom
She really
come up
needs
for
to come.
the
We
show.
should.
She needs
We
to call in. She needs to call in.
Okay. So
Ashley, you look like a little kid. You're like in.
Okay.
What else will
highlights
Ashley
from the
bring?
trip.
you
Okay,
asked me a question. and
Sorry. I know you hate me at this hour.
God. Okay. And so we went up to the Poconos. Whaley, Anderson, Kuba, and DK had all been skiing and snowboarding before. So like right when we got there, like they all wanted to do the Black Diamonds, the blues, the blah blah blahs. Me and Beef
The purples.
Beef and I had never been.
Made Beef go down a double back.
Well, yeah, and so they were like, "Oh, Beef, it's like going in the pool. You just got to be pushed in." And so
Same thing.
Beef did it. Like when we first got there, I probably bunny hilled for the whole first half of the day because I
Which
was
is
getting
smart. That's smart.
Beef went right, and so the first day I did bunny hill for the first half, then
Yeah.
second half I tried the greens, then the next day I did the greens in the morning, well some warm ups on the bunny hill, then greens in the morning, and then at night I tried the blues, and then blues blacks. Beef started right away on the blacks,
He
totally
was like,
totally
if
destroyed.
I can't do the blacks, I can't do anything.
Totally destroyed. But then anyway, on the last day, it was the last day of our trip. Well, not the last day of our trip, but the last day of our
Yeah.
the skiing portion of the trip. It's literally the last ski part, like the last hill. I'm about to go on my blue. It was called
So you started. It's bunny hill, then it goes. It's
green,
usually
blue,
yellow,
black.
red, green, blue, black. Oh,
And there was actually this one black that I mastered. I forgot the name of it, but I was good. But then
It's usually a Timbuktu or something crazy.
something-
I'm serious.
Yeehaw
Yeah,
mountain.
I did one Timbuktu in Vermont, and
I've never been.
that was when I
skiing.
was at my peak of skiing.
Really?
Yeah, so my parents.
Sorry, just
refused
take
to,
over.
no, they refused
Just
to
like Matt
take me,
Anderson.
because my mom, I guess, kind of ran into some trees or something.
Oh, one time
So
during my lesson, I
it's
literally
not
went
a-
through a school of children learning how to skate, and I was learning how to skate.
it's dangerous. And then,
I was always
They
scared
put me in-
because the mom from the Parent Trap died in a skiing accident.
Yeah,
it
it's
does
so scary.
happen. Safety first.
Wait, so
guys.
continue with your story. I'm sorry.
Oh no! And then anyway, it was just the last. I was about to go on the blue hill, but then I saw Beef, Kuba, and Matt Anderson all going down this black hill, and I was like, "Oh, I'm here with my friends. I should
Why not risk my life?
I was like, I should go one last try, all together. Literally, I tumble, probably it was literally something from a cartoon where you're going just face over legs,
No.
and you're forming a huge snowball.
You're so lucky you actually didn't get.
Yeah,
burned.
and my skis were probably all the way up here on the mountain. My body was here. Ski patrol had to come.
Really?
Yeah, and my neck hurt so bad. I couldn't move my neck to either side. And as a
Oh.
lifeguard, I know the minute a patron starts thinking of their neck,
Yeah.
you could have a severe.
Severe,
So I was like,
yeah.
can someone drive me to the hospital? And all 5 of my friends were like, kind of just want to go home.
That's
It's so-
awful.
I had to
really
bribe.
tried.
I had to bribe DK with a beverage that shall not be named to drive me to the
Apple
hospital.
juice. Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Martinelli's.
Martinelli's.
But like literally, and I was so mad. I was like, if any of you had to go to the hospital, like I would drop everything. They were like, oh, so like, oh, like just want to go home and like take a shower.
Brian's like neck is like off.
I'm like,
His head is detached from his body.
I like,
Oh my god.
I like come back.
Brian,
I pull up in my wheelchair. I'm like, hey guys, how was your shower?
Well, Brian,
Brian's like holding
Delia
his
and
head.
I
He's
would
like,
have
someone...
taken you.
Thanks,
We
Ash.
were there, you know. We would
Oh,
have had
I
your back.
yeah. You know me. I don't mess around with the head and the neck and
Oh,
no.
Delia doesn't mess around with a cough even.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, no. Emma freshman today, Beef's girlfriend. For everyone who doesn't know, she had like a fever, and I literally like would not. We walked to class together.
I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go home and take
She
a
was
shit.
in front of me, like I was behind her. I wouldn't stand next to her. In class, we usually sit next to each other. I sat like 2 seats behind her.
Uh-oh, she sits next to me.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't know.
She's like real sick. She had a fever.
Ooh.
Yeah. Awful stuff. Delia, what time are we at?
We got 11 minutes 5 seconds.
Speaking of the microphone, please.
We got 11 minutes 5. Melody.
Harmony. Hey, everyone.
Oh wait, we're at 7:32.
No, I meant like how long
yeah.
has this best segment been
It's
rolling?
been like 11 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay. Any last kind of topic we want to touch
Well,
upon
let's get some calls in. So if you want to call us again, call Brian Delia. That's me, or Ashley. We want your questions. We want your spring breaks. Like, what did Miss Cave do for spring break? Her
I bet
my
Mrs.
God.
Cave had a
Yeah.
wild spring break.
I'm sure she
In
did. College
college,
volleyball team.
Yeah.
Come on.
No mistake.
Oh, I want to ask her about like volleyball stories because I love volleyball as a sport.
Yeah, she needs to tune in.
And I was on my 8th grade
shout out
Spirit
to
Nights team.
Iona volleyball actually.
Oh yeah, they're still
won,
number one. Still number one in the MAC.
They won
Yeah.
MAC.
They didn't win MAC.
They didn't win. No, they won.
They were
the
regular season champs.
regular season MAC champs.
Yes.
They're
Congratulations to all our girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Excuse
we'll
me.
be back for segment 3 in a bit. Hold on to your hats.
Stay tuned. We want all our viewers back. We're hitting records. Remember, we're reaching.
Okay, babies.
Like Netflix, we don't tell how many viewers we have, but we know there's
We
a
want
lot.
questions.
Bye.
Our stock is climbing.
Ooh, 7 playbacks, 4 concurrents.
Yes.
7 playbacks. What does that mean?